ladies and mostly gentlemen, today we're going to take a look at some of the brand new troll war paint or tattoos or whatever you want to call it that's coming to the game in Shadowlands, along with a couple of the brand new skin colors as well. But before we get into all of that, I just want to thank the sponsor of this video, and that is my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/MrGM. If you want to check me out streaming these Shadowlands out for every single day, I'll be over on twitch.tv/MrGM. Right, so at BlizzCon we got a small preview of some of the brand new tattoos which were coming to trolls in Shadowlands, and they're pretty awesome. And in the first build we did actually get them, so they haven't really changed since then, but they are pretty darn cool. And we have some for the males, we have some for the females, but trolls are a very interesting one. So before we get into this, I'm not too sure how they're going to implement this. So essentially right now in the game, when you make a troll and you go through the tusk options, some of the tusks have face paint, which is kind of interesting. And the way that these tattoos are laid out in the game files is that you have face tattoos and you have body tattoos. And the face and body tattoos do go together, but you can do them separately. So not too sure of the implementation of what they're going to do once they're actually in the game, but in this video I'm going to show you the face ones, I'm going to show you the body ones, and then I'll throw the two together, which ones kind of match. It'll make sense once we get into it. So without further ado, let's jump into some of the face tattoo options for the males, and they come in 3 different styles. You have this one right here, which comes in a selection of colors. You have the white one, you have the red one, you have the green one, you have the blue one, you have the gold one, and you have the purple one. That is a ton of colors for the trolls. So yeah, pretty cool to see. And as I said, there is 3 different designs. So this is the first one right here. Not massively creative. I mean, it's just a couple of lines on the face there. Pretty HD. These tattoos are super HD compared to some of the other tattoos we've ever had in World of Warcraft, so the art team have done a really good job with those. But this is the first option right here. Not breathtaking, not amazing, but it's still an option nonetheless. So this is the next one. I like to call this the Papa Shango one. Pretty cool, pretty awesome, kind of thematic of like the Zandalari, kind of a similar design that you see some of the Zandalaris rocking. And this comes in a selection of the same variety of colors. Pretty great design, kind of distracting when you look at the nose. Kind of, yeah, it looks a little bit funky there because the nose kind of just sticks out there because there's no paint on the nose, but a really great look for the trolls, especially in like this red color compared to the blue skin. Obviously you can do different skin colors, but compared to the blue skin, it really does stand out and really makes the troll look super unique and super interesting. And this is the final option for the face, kind of just a few lines across the face, comes in the same variety of colors that we saw before, which is a great selection of colors, as I said. Like, a huge variety of colors for troll users here, and pretty great. You know, this one, again, quite like the beginning one, not really massively creative, but kind of cool in some of those brighter colors which really kind of stand out against some of the other skin colors. Like for example, there's a brand new Sand Fury troll skin which looks really good with this blue color, as it stands out so much more than obviously on the blue skin color. So it's a really good look, and you can really kind of mix it up with the different new shades of skin color that we have now for the trolls coming in Shadowlands, and having more variety of options is definitely a good thing. Okay, so now onto the body tattoos for the males. Now, as I said, these do match up perfectly with the face options, but I really do hope that we will be able to separate them and kind of mix and match and change it up and stuff, because it'd be pretty cool to have like red face paint with like blue markings or something like that, but I'm not too sure. But nonetheless, we're going to take a look at some of the options that we have for the body. And the first one is this one, which is obviously very reminiscent of the first face design. As I said, a lot of them do just match up perfectly. And this obviously comes in the same variety of colors that we saw for the face options, which is really good. A nice wide variety there is always great, of course. Like, this one isn't too bad if you were going to go shirtless. Obviously you've got a bit of paint on the forearm, on the bicep, on the chest, and over the back as well, which is a really great look. You probably wouldn't see much design on the thighs there, but I guess it's nice to have it there just to complete the look. The next one is this one, which is obviously one of the ones that we did see at BlizzCon. A very awesome look, kind of reminiscent of maybe the blood trolls of Zandalar. Obviously matches with the kind of Papa Shango face that we saw before. Very voodoo-y, very trolly, I guess, in a sense, and really cool actually, showing kind of, especially in white here, obviously it's very representative of the bones of the troll, which is really cool. Goes all the way down both sides of the leg there, all the way down the arms, and obviously on the chest and back. available in all the colors, which is really nice. You know, some of the bright colors like red, for example, looks really cool across the body there of the troll, and I really do like this one. I think there's a lot of coverage here. Obviously, having it on the legs doesn't give you a massive amount of options when it comes to transmog, but the body on the chest and the back and the arms really is just such a great look, especially in some of the kind of brighter colors like purple, for example. And finally for the males we have this one right here, pretty similar to the first one, obviously a very similar design to the third face option that we saw before. Not the biggest fan of this. I think it's quite cool to see a lot of coverage on the ribs there that kind of goes all the way around the side of the body, and of course comes in all of those really lovely colors which you can mix and match with different skin tones, with different hair colors, with everything like that. I think once you get into there and start kind of customizing it with hair and different tusks and whatever, it's going to be such a great look overall. And again, I'm not too sure whether or not you'll be able to kind of mix and match with the face paint. I'm not too sure. I mean, this is the full look with the face paint right here, and they obviously match quite nicely, but I really do hope that Blizzard do give us the option to kind of separate the two and kind of go with, like, say for example, something like this, you know, like just super kind of out there. I mean, the options are right there. I just did it in about 3 seconds. Surely Blizzard will be able to do something like that, I hope. Okay, so next up into the female troll, and it's a similar sort of story where you have face paint for the face and face paint for the body, so let's just jump into it with the first one, which is this one. A very similar design to the males. You kind of see that go across the board here, where the males and the females will have a very, very similar design for the face paints and the body paints, but I think it's a great look, honestly. I think it looks a lot better on the female, honestly. They have a lot smaller face, the tusks don't take as much space on the face, so it does give it a lot more room to kind of use that face paint design on the face hair, and I think it's a really good look for sure. So let's just jump into the next one, which is obviously this, the Papa Shango look. Pretty great. I think it actually looks a lot better on the females. A lot more coverage on the face there for sure, and the nose is not quite as obvious when it isn't painted. They've only kind of not painted a tiny bit on the front there. And of course this comes in the different variety of colors, which is really good to see and gives people way more options to customize and make the troll look as good as they want it to look. And finally, for the face options for the female trolls, you have this one. Kind of a war paint going from the lips there down to the chin, which I think is a really great look. And across the cheeks as well, kind of dotted on there. It kind of has that look where they've done it with their fingers, just to kind of throw it on there, ready for war. And it looks really good in all of the different color varieties. And I really like the fact that it has gone over the bottom lip of the troll there. I think that's a really great look for sure. Could have had some stuff on the forehead potentially, but you can obviously throw some really great hair on there and make it look super unique and different. Now onto the body tattoos for the female trolls. As I said, similar to the males, they do match up perfectly with some of the face tattoos. There is probably a chance that they could be linked up, but I'm really hoping that they do kind of mix and match and let you kind of swap it around and do bits and pieces like that, but we'll see once they obviously put it into the game. Now, this is the first one, very similar design to what we saw on the males. Actually, I think it's almost identical. I like that it's continuous lines throughout the body, top of the thighs there, kind of goes perfectly around them. Looks really, really good, and over on the top of these shoulders as well is a really good look, and on the arms of the troll, and of course on the back as well, and these come in all of the different colors of the rainbow that we expected before. Moving on into the next one is this look that we saw before. Kind of matches with the Papa Shango face paint. Very similar to the males once again. I really like it in white specifically. I think this one is probably the best in white, but it does look really good in those other colors, contrasting perfectly with the skin color. Goes all the way around the back here. I like this design here on the lower back. I think that looks really cool. And of course you can kind of see it through the hair there, that over on the kind of middle back. There's a really cool little design kind of hidden away there, and I think that's really neat to see on the female trolls. And I think, yeah, this one specifically probably will be a crowd favorite, honestly. I really don't see anyone going with anything else, to be honest. But maybe this one, maybe this final one right here. This is the kind of faded streak look that we saw on the face, just kind of covering the rest of the body there. Very similar to the first one, but, you know, a little bit more faded, a little bit more kind of war-torn and sweated out. This does look really great, especially in like red, where it kind of looks like cuts or scars or something like that, which is kind of neat. Obviously with the blue one as well, he kind of looks a little bit like scars or kind of just a different kind of design to just kind of body paint. I think it's a really cool look for sure. You can kind of see it's got like little dots and stuff on the shoulders, which are really small little details across there where you can see that it has been just hand drawn on there. As I said, all of these do kind of match up with the different face paints that can be done, and I'll just kind of cycle through those while I do my and I'll just kind of cycle through those now for the male and females so you can get a better idea of what some of them look like together. So that's pretty much it, guys. That is the 3 body paints and face paints for the males and the females. Do let me know down below what you think of them. I really like them. I think some of them with their brand new skin colors. Obviously, I showed off the Sand Fury, but we've also got this skin color coming soon, which is really cool, and this one as well, and that'll be for the males and females. So look forward to that. They have 3 brand new skin colors coming to the trolls, along with these awesome body and face paints. So before I go, guys, I'd like to give a massive shout out to my amazing patrons, YouTube channel members, and Twitch subs. You guys are awesome, and if you'd like to support the channel in any of those ways, links are down below. So leave a like on this video, guys, if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't. I've also got a partner Discord channel with over 3,000 members, and as I said, I am now streaming over on twitch.tv/MrGM. We're testing everything, we're looking at everything, we're on the Shadowlands Alpha every single day, so if you want to check me out streaming, twitch.tv/MrGM. And with that, guys, I'll see you next time.